We were very, very fortunate this fall, August. We got a new athletic director. I don't know if you've heard, but she's wonderful. She's been in office for about 50 some odd days, but it feels like her time in office has been akin to FDR's, first 100. She's made huge efforts with meeting with all the coaches and really making personal contacts with everyone. I know she's met a lot of the captains for all the teams, and she's just really reached out and is just awesome. Everyone loves you. I think part of the reason she cares is because she was a student athlete here herself. She's class of 91. She was a dual sport athlete. She was an ice hockey star, and she was also on the soccer team. Just a few credentials. She was a 4-time first team All-Ivy ice hockey player. She was a 3-time team MVP. She was first team All-ECAC, and she still holds the record at Princeton for most goals scored in a season with 35, so that's pretty awesome. And she was second team All-League for soccer. So she's pretty much a stud in all ways. And we're so lucky that she's come here to speak at the banquet, and I know she has a reception she's actually hosting herself, like right now. So I want to introduce the Ford family Director of Athletics, Mollie Marcoux.
First of all, I wanted to just thank Sabrina and Sam for inviting me here today. This is a tremendous honor. I've been at the job for, I think it's 6 or 7 weeks, and it does feel like I've been here forever. I mean, it's an unbelievable place to come back. This wasn't necessarily where I envisioned my life going. This was not on my short-term or long-term plan, but when the opportunity came up, it truly has been a dream come true to me because of events like this and because of people like you and the support that the athletic department has from such a wide constituency. And it's really been, I have to say, every day is a new smile and a new adventure, and I'm just thrilled to be here. The other thing is I'm just so happy that President Eisgruber agreed to come. I mean, this is pretty amazing, but when Sam and Sabrina asked, people jump. I mean, you can tell. There's no question that they are extremely popular on campus and everybody wants to help. So to have this support in the room and the team around the team, they really believe in it. And we're so fortunate that President Eisgruber believes in athletics and is so supportive, and the coaches could not be happier. I could not be happier with the support that he's given me and the whole athletic department. So as all of you know, and I'm also so grateful for Kelly and Maren for coming back and speaking today. As all of you know, there's this tremendous interconnectivity of Princeton and Princeton athletics. And I've known that for 25 years, obviously, but it really came true when at my press conference, right as soon as I finished, and again, that was a whole nerve-wracking event in and of itself, but when I came out it was very secretive, the whole process, and as I walked out, there were some faces in the crowd, and again, it was all Princeton people who are current coaches who were athletes at Princeton or student athletes back in their day, and to look up and see those friendly faces was really great for me and really put me at ease. And then the next part of it, right when I finished, I had these 2 tennis players come running up to me, but they were in these orange morph suits. I don't know if you remember that. And I was like, what is going on here? And they popped up and they said, we're from the men's tennis team and we're the spirit givers, and they were very excited. And then I walked out into the lobby, and 2 football players were serenading me. They had a new song about the new athletic director, and it was the guy who caught the big pass to win the championship last year, Roman, and another guy who's currently a senior on the team. And they had written a song, and they were singing about the new athletic director. So, I mean, I couldn't wipe the smile off my face. And then right after that, Sam and Sabrina came up, and we have some connections with someone who used to work for me that's very good friends with Sam, and they were talking all about Maren and Kelly. First they said, do you know Maren? And I was like, well, how would I not know Maren? I mean, he was a superstar stud back in 91. Everyone knew Maren, not because he was a fantastic 2-sport athlete, but because he was just an amazing guy. And then Sabrina said, well, I just happened to speak with one of your classmates who's going to come back and speak at this banquet. Did you know her? Her name was Kelly Brown. And I said, well, I kind of knew her. She was my roommate. And we still call each other roommates, the whole group, and we still were 25 years later, and still, she is my roommate, is what I think we say, even though it was 25 years ago. But that connection with the class of 91, and Kelly is just amazing. She's always, as you see when she comes up, she's very tall, so I'll say I've looked up to her for many years, both figuratively and literally, and to have her come back has just been amazing, and we've had a couple dinners and lunches together, so I was really psyched about that. So I knew two things after meeting these two, that first of all, we had amazing coaches in the volleyball program, and second of all, that I was going to be here on September 27th. They had that in the books and they were ready. So again, when these guys ask, everybody answers. The other thing I want to say is I've gotten to know the volleyball program from these guys in the last, actually, even though I started 7 weeks ago, I really started on April 16th. So, and I love the volleyball program for any number of reasons. And it's not only because Kelly and Maren are back here, and not because Sam sent me no short of, I think, 10 thank you emails for every time I do anything for the program, and Sabrina's just such an amazing role model. And not only because Tiana was on the search committee that hired me, so that was and I'm not going to remember all the names, I don't think, but at our captains meeting, we addressed all the 75 captains of the teams, and the two volleyball captains, Cody and Will. And Will came up right after the meeting, and I was just so amazed at how poised and wonderful and what leaders they were, even during the meeting and after the meeting. I just kept saying, what is going on with volleyball? Like, volleyball has it all going on. And Sam was the only coach that was there and supporting everything we do. And so, again, but more than that, I think in meeting with Sabrina and meeting with Sam, just understanding the true value that they place, as Sabrina said, on that student-athlete experience. And we believe very firmly in the athletic department, sort of two missions. We have this education through athletics, and then we have this unmatched tradition of athletic excellence. And both of them are equally important. We want to make sure that we're providing the best possible student-athlete experience for the kids that are here. And it's not just about the volleyball, it's about everything. And these two are tremendous role models, and they're working every day to make that experience good, helping with academics, making sure that's integrated fully in everything we do and is number one, and making sure that they're good people, they have great character. So the idea that volleyball is just doing everything right. And then on top of that, we're good and we're winning, and we love that. Sabrina told me yesterday before the game, she said, I don't know, Penn's really good. And so Kel and I were at dinner, and we wanted to check our Twitter feeds, and of course my Twitter feed didn't work, so then I had to go online, and Kelly was, I gotta go on and see how they did. And then when I saw that you crushed them, I said, she was sandbagging me a little bit. So I was talking to Kelly about what she was gonna say, and she sort of brought up community, and I didn't want to have any honor code violations, so I didn't want to steal any of her thunder. So I'll let her talk about the community, but that's something I love talking about, because that Princeton community is amazing. And the team effort of everyone in this room and that makes this program work. We had a Friends meeting this morning with all the presidents of the Friends groups, and just that group of people, again, so many from our era and so many from our class who are so committed to what we're doing, and we need all those groups to make Princeton athletics work. And so I just thank all of you guys for being a part of this, and for supporting what these guys do, because they're doing great things. The last thing I'll say is that so when we met, Sam and Sabrina, and at different times at the beginning of the year, they both brought up enhancements for Dylan to make the program better. And one of them was this speaker system, and they just thought, again, with the energy and enthusiasm that they have, a speaker system that was, within this century might be good for the program. So we're trying to get things done. We're trying to use technology, and we're trying to make an impact. So I just said, let's just do this. Let's figure out a way to get it done. We divided the expenses among a big number of different groups, from my discretionary fund, from volleyball, wrestling, campus rec, and everyone rallied quickly. And then Sam sent the email out to you guys, or Sam and Sabrina sent the email, and I'm thrilled to announce that you guys hit your number quickly and in a great way. So but you hit the number without the match, yeah. And so you surpassed it by $6,000, which you can then use the funds for whatever you want, which is amazing. So we're going to get that project going Monday, just because of that. We're going to get it going. And I can't thank you guys enough for having me a part of this. I'm so psyched to watch the first game. There's been a lot of build up to this. Watching President Eisenhower's speech on YouTube, watching the game, the highlights, and then so we're really looking forward to the first game. And go Tigers!